Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's FearsomeFire here, and I am back with another Super Mario Odyssey video. And in today's video, guys, we'll be responding to a video series, I should say, made by Nathaniel Bandy a couple weeks ago. Nathaniel Bandy recently did a backwards series on his channel where he went through Super Mario Odyssey, played through different levels backwards, and I wanted to see if I could do some of the levels backwards that he was unable to do. So what I did was I looked at every single level that he was unable to do backwards, and I tried to do it myself, and I am here to show you guys the results. I'm going to be showing off all the ones that I was able to do backwards that Nathaniel Bandy was not able to do, and also any that had some sort of interesting thing going on, or was somehow unique, or I got really close to, or I think might be done backwards. I'll show off those ones as well. So the first one is in the Cascade Kingdom, and this is actually one that he was able to do. However, I wanted to see if I could do it without going in the 2D section, and as it turns out, seems like it's barely not possible. I tried to do a Cappy roll jump. There's one big gap in this level that's not possible in 3D only. However, the rest of it is, so maybe if somebody could try to pull off this jump, we could actually, get over there, in the 3D section. It was one that he was able to do. You can do it in 2D really easily, but I wanted to see if I can do it in 3D, and it looks like it's slightly not possible. So here's another one, and I actually spent a very, very long time trying to do this level backwards. A very long time. As you're seeing right now, this is the farthest that I could make it. You can kind of wall jump against these blue platforms on the left and right. I was thinking that maybe if you could get like a crazy triple jump and wall jump against the yellow things in the middle, maybe you could do that. However, it seems like they're just too far apart to be able to actually gain height from them. However, I do think that there's a chance that this could be done. However, it would just be insanely super difficult. And here we are into the Sand Kingdom, and this was one that he was able to do backwards. However, it turns out you can actually get to the end of this level without throwing your cap on the scarecrow. So I wanted to see if I could do this level backwards while keeping Cappy. So the first jump right at the beginning, or the end you would say, is actually really easy. You can almost get all the way back to the beginning with a single jump if you have Cappy. However, getting from here to the starting platform is very, very hard, and I spent a long time doing it, and I had a lot of trouble trying to get on it. I eventually did have to give up on trying to make this jump. However, I do know that it's possible because I saw somebody tweet it out to me a couple weeks ago. So I'm just going to show that right here. A guy named King Bub, he actually was able to make this jump. A couple other people have done so in the time since then, but it is possible. It's just barely possible, and it does require a homing cap throw. And although I was not able to do it, I can confirm that you can do this one without using the scarecrow, both forwards and backwards. So here is another one that Nathaniel Bandy was unable to do. Now it's actually kind of funny because I recently made a challenge video where I want to go backwards through this level without using the flower road, and I was able to do it. However, he just required that you had to get through it backwards, so you can also use the flower road. It makes it even easier. So I'm showing right here how to do it with the flower road. If you guys want to see it without the flower road, then you can check out the video I'll leave in the description, and I show off how to actually make it through this one backwards without it. But yeah. Alright, now we have this tank level over here, and it's not actually possible to fully make it through this level completely backwards. However, the first jump is possible. It's one of the ones that Nathan was not able to do. So right here you can get on this platform, and then you just make it over pretty easily. I've got really close on continuing to make it up. I tried a lot of different things. I tried to use a tank. I tried a lot of different methods. However, it's not possible. And now we are in the Lost Kingdom, and this is an interesting one. Originally, I didn't really know what is valid for this level. However, in Nathaniel Bandy's video, he kind of allows himself to activate the switches and then go backwards right away. So that's basically what I did. It's definitely possible if you activate the switches and go backwards right away. It is not possible if you don't activate the switches, or if you wait for it to rise back up, you wait for the poison to rise. But if you make it to the end and then just quickly go backwards, you can easily make it back. No big challenge at all, really. Okay, and then now we're in the Snow Kingdom. Just one thing I want to show off really fast. He showed off this level being able to make through it backwards. I just want to show that you can do it a lot faster. There's a shortcut you can take. You just do a long jump and a couple Cappy throws, and you can easily make it backwards through this level. No big deal. Alright guys, so now we're on to the Luncheon Kingdom, which was by far the kingdom I had the most luck with throughout all of them. And as you guys can see, right here, I am able to use the Podobo and make it up the lava pillars backwards. It really wasn't that hard. Like he said, he made it seem like you couldn't do it. You can actually jump from the lava pillar to lava pillar when like you wait for one to rise and the other one to lower. It is definitely possible. I'm thinking it might even be also possible to make it through this level without using the Podobo. I tried to do that a long time ago for a challenge video, and I got very, very close. I don't have the footage of that, but I think it is possible with some well-timed lava jumps. It's just really, really hard. Okay guys, so here we are, another Podobo room, and this one is definitely possible if you get 6 hearts, which is what I had to do it. It looks like it's barely impossible without using 6 hearts. I tried my very best to see what I could do. However, I was only able to do it with 6 hearts. The thing is, if you get 6 hearts, it's super easily possible. You have plenty of room to make it over. I'm kind of wasting a bunch of lava hops here, but I think that it might be barely possible with 3. I'm not sure. I was unable to do it with 3, so I was able to do it with 6. So this one's kind of possible backwards in a way. Alright, and now we're on to what is by far my favorite level backwards out of every single level in this game. It's in the Luncheon Kingdom, and it's super duper interesting. So basically, to do this one backwards, it's this elevator room. There's like this elevator that takes you across, and the first thing to note is you can actually make it through this room without an elevator, as you're seeing right now. You can do some well-timed lava hops and everything, and you can actually make it through. So what I did was I made it through without touching the elevator, without activating it, because I wanted that elevator to be in that spot. I did not want it to be moving around, because I needed to use it to actually get out of here when I'm going backwards. So then I went backwards, and I basically, you know, got in the clouds, and then I went down, I did a dive, I got up on the question mark blocks near the end, and then from that point, I basically waited out, didn't really know what to do, but as it turns out, I was able to do a long jump and do this insane jump to just barely make it up by using the side of the elevator. So it's a very good thing that I did not activate it. I also didn't want to activate it because it would get in the way. This is by far my favorite. Took me the longest, and it's really interesting and unique to see. So I was super happy I was able to do this one, and it's honestly probably one of the coolest ones out of all of these. And finally, we're actually on the last one already, which is the darker side. Nathaniel Bandy himself never really experimented too much with the darker side in his video, and while it's not possible to fully make it through the darker side backwards, I was able to figure out that you can, you know, you can go pretty far backwards from the level. So there's this one section that you can bring glide on. So after the main winds of the glide on section, you can from there just go backwards and use the wind gusts to make it all the way through the entire level, just, you know, shaking the controller so that Glidon stays in the air, and you can make it easily through the level backwards. This has been known for quite a while. As it turns out, you can get on top of the big rock that I'm kind of flying towards here. However, I was not able to do it. It's just barely possible to actually make it on top of there, and there's only a couple people that have actually been able to do it. So there's videos on YouTube if you want to check that out. You can just look it up, but yeah. Alright guys, that is basically it. That's all of the ones that I was able to do. We definitely are limited in how many levels that we can do backwards that he wasn't able to. A lot of them have their own like little unique exclusions or special things that I wanted to note about them, so I may have included them even if they're not actually possible backwards. Hopefully you did enjoy and you learned something new about Odyssey. There's a lot of interesting things about this game. If you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and check out my other Odyssey videos. I have an insane amount of Odyssey videos on my channel. And yeah, also, you know, if you're into Darker Side, we just ended on Darker Side. I have a really cool video going over skips in Darker Side, and there's a lot of stuff that people don't know about, and it's actually one of my favorite videos that I've made, so check that out if you want to. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Nathaniel Bandy for coming up with this great idea for a series and allowing me to respond to his video. I did ask him, and he said it was cool. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed, and have a wonderful day.